Nthefastlane here, and today I'm going to show you how to change out the front brake pads on this 50cc scooter. It's a Chinese brand, but I'm actually going to be just cleaning the pads with some brake cleaner, but this is the same procedure as doing a brake job. So first step, we're going to get a 10 millimeter wrench, and we're going to crack them loose. Remember, lefty loosey, righty tighty. We got these two we're taking off. Now don't worry, the bolts are both same size, so now we're going to just pull it right out, just like this, and that's it. There's your pads, and they just pretty much sit right in there. It's real simple. Alright, so for the sake of you guys, I'm actually going to take this out. So you put your Allen wrench key in there, and you just back it out. There's no need to take the hydraulic line off at all. There's just no reason for it. Okay. Pull one out. It's very simple. And pull the other one out, and I'll show you. They're just little pads. They're very simple. See, what happens is the pad goes right through there like that. Take some brake cleaner, and I'm just going to spray the inside of this and clean it all up. Just try not to hit your paint. And then I'm going to spray my rotor. Now that you've cleaned everything out of the brake pad, the rotor, and the hydraulic, you want to go ahead and push this in. I can do it with my fingertips, but sometimes you might want to get adjustable vice grips, put a cloth between here and here, and squeeze on it so it squishes in the hydraulic. Now, in order to put this in the right way, is you're going to put the piece that comes out with the gap just like this. Alright, so we're going to set it down in there. Now, you want to put some anti-seize right here, because that's where the guide is. I don't have any on me. I'm not worried about it. I cleaned it up pretty good. I might put a little bit of grease right there. I would suggest putting the back one in first. Alright, so we're going to put this one in first. There we go. Then we're going to put this one. Make sure it goes in behind that clip, that little piece sticking out. Just like this. Oh, like that. And now we're just going to get the bolts. These Allen wrench bolts. Alright, now these are where you want to put anti-seize on also. You want to load them up with some anti-seize. So that they slide really good. But what I'm going to do, I don't have any anti-seize on me. I'm just going to take some lithium grease. I'm over at my sister's house, so I don't have all my tools that I usually would. But I'm just going to wipe some all-purpose lithium grease on there. That should make them slide pretty good. Don't hit the threads, because that's what you're going to be tightening the bolts on. You don't want them to back out. You can put some Loctite on there too. I've heard of a lot of people doing the Loctite. And now we're going to take the bolts, we're going to slide them in there, and you have to push down on the pad, and now it'll go through that one. Then you got to push down on the other one, and now you can start tightening it just a little bit. Same thing with this. You're going to push down on the pad and the other pad until you get it through all the way. Start tightening a little bit. And there you have it. They space out pretty nice. And I'm just going to tighten these up real quick. Just tighten them until they go all the way to the back. Alright, so we're all tight. Now all we do is we're just going to slide it in between here and just make sure it's not kinked. we're gonna put our main bolts back in here. So we just wanna go right between the pads and the rotor, line them up, put our bolts back in, and just tighten them up. Now when you're tightening them, just get them pretty snug, tight. Not snug, but a little more than snug. Give them that extra tighten. I mean, if you got a 10mm wrench on there with an extension, you're not going to be able to push enough force to break it. I mean, if you really tried, you probably could, but just make sure they're on there because these are your brakes. And that's it. One quick tip for you guys: if you notice your back brakes, when you go to hit them and they go all the way down to the handle and they're not stopping, you don't feel like you have much brake, here's how you fix that. You get yourself a 14mm socket with an extension, and we're going to hit this bolt right here. Now this bolt has stoppers and they're carved out of the side of the bolt, so every time you turn it, the bolt is going to lock in so it can't back out. So when you turn it, let me see if I can show you right there, you see how it's ovaled out? So if you leave it like that, the bolt's gonna spin backwards. So you gotta turn it one at a time. So if you feel it really loose, I'm gonna do about 5. You don't wanna do too much because then the brake will be stopping at all times and you won't get any speed. So go ahead and test your brake out until where you pull it about halfway, or right a little bit of pull, like maybe a 1/4 inch, and then it starts grabbing. But you don't want it to where it grabs immediately, because if it does, then you're going to be dragging brake the whole way. Alright, so we went ahead and tightened it up 5 clicks, and now I feel it getting tight, like it's harder to pull it. Right about there, it engages right there. You don't want it to where it engages right there immediately. You want it to, right there it's engaging, that's where you want it, or else you'll be dragging your brake. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Go ahead, comment, like, and subscribe. Also, don't forget to check out my Facebook page, website, and Android app. All that can be found on my YouTube channel in the About Me section. I'm in the Fast Lane, and I'll see you guys next time.